I want to know if you're living this stat. I know I was up until I was like in my early 30s. And it's really, really scary to have no money in savings and feel that stress of having to take on more and more debt when you just want to be able to pay it off. Hey, I'm Tanya, the Money Life Coach, and I'm helping you pay off debt fast while still being able to live a life. So make sure you give me a follow. And here's what's going on with this stat. This has been a common stat that I've seen in the personal finance space since I've been doing this work for like 5+ years now. And this was me. Like I said, I had $0 in savings and over almost $30,000 in debt. And until I prioritized savings and was able to figure out the right way to budget while still living my life, I stayed in the cycle of not having any money in savings for so long. Here are how the stats break down from the study. So about 29% of respondents have between $501 and $5,000 in their savings. That's kind of a big gap. And 21% of Americans have around $5,000 or more. And this is where the scarier percentages come in. 60% report having $500 or less in their checking accounts, while only about 12% have $2,000 or more. This 1000% tells me that the majority of people are living in that paycheck to paycheck cycle and generally struggling to make it till payday and keeping enough money in their account without having to take on more debt in between getting paid. The first thing that I have all my students and clients do is prioritize even a mini emergency fund. Doing this first is going to create a little bit of buffer and a little bit of less stress and anxiety in your life. Just make sure you open up a separate high yield savings account outside of your regular checking account so you really can't see it and you can't touch it unless you need it for an emergency. I know $500 or $1,000 might not seem a lot in the scheme of things, but according to the stat, it definitely is. So that should be your number one goal when focusing on your personal finances.